storage thing, because some of the heating, it's all different, every house has, it's all different kind of heating. Some of them are coming directly, get their heat for the radiators directly from the power station. Some have their own oil burner in the basement, and some are provided with gas, have little gas things that provide heat inside each apartment, and that's where they keep the gas. And I don't know, did you see the dome?
Yeah.
It's like retracting. There's this thing, and it goes higher and lower.
Oh, that's cool.
Inside of this metal cage. There used to be strip. You filming? Okay.
No, it's okay, no way.
We're showing the kids.
Yeah, I believe it, huh? Yeah, for a bit. Yes.
It was kind of funny because when I was still playing football, and all the football guys, after we had a game, we're gonna meet at the, it was called the Tutti Frutti. We're gonna meet Tutti Frutti tonight. Yeah, Tutti Frutti tonight. And everybody would kind of show up same time. So there was a gas station right across the street. So we'd always meet at the gas station, right? We get inside, sit down over there on that little bench, have a couple of cold ones before, get the booze from the gas station. And there was one time, and so all the guys were sitting there, just hanging out, waiting for everybody to come. And there was a beautiful girl walking by, right? And they were like, not hollering at her, but talking. And so she stops, and they talk to her, and yeah, what are you guys doing? Yeah, well, because obviously they don't want to tell her where they were about to go.
Right.
So yeah, we just meet here. She said, why would you meet at a gas station? Well, it's nice here, and we get the booze, and we just sit here. We do that all the time. This is a church. Because, again, after the war, there were many churches, of course, that were destroyed, and then the Protestant church, they built new churches in a modern way. So there's lots of churches that you wouldn't recognize. They look like pieces of art, like very modern.
What is this right here?
This is, okay, right there in front of that building, the square, it's called Kennedy Square. Now, hence, we're in West Berlin, and I showed you the city hall of all of Berlin, of Greater Berlin, which is in the east, that was put up new. But before, when we were still separated, of course, we had two city halls, and this is one of the districts of Berlin. This is one of the city halls, and that was used as the main West Berlin city hall. Right now, it's just for the district because the big city hall has moved to the big building in the east. But there used to be West Berlin City Hall, and that is obviously where President Kennedy in 1963 made his famous speech. Ich bin ein Berliner. Well, right here. And that's why they named the square Kennedy Square. St. Martin Luther Straße, Martin Luther Street. Not Martin Luther King.
That's all.
The original Martin Luther that Dr. King named himself after. Okay?
Gotcha.
They're like, oh, you got Martin Luther? No. The original? What original? Yeah, all right. You don't get it. That's why that name, and Martin Luther King was not called Martin Luther King. He adopted that name because of this. And Martin Luther King actually was, who it was actually? Martin Luther was the first person who translated the Bible into German because back then there was only one church, which is now the Catholic Church, and they didn't want the people really to understand. They just wanted to tell them what to do. They didn't want them to understand the Bible. So he said, well, that's wrong. I think this is what God wanted us to do. So why don't the people, know what's going on? So basically, he's a translator of the Bible, but he, in retrospect, what happened was the Confessional Wars. When I filmed that, when we were taking the hike, and I was at one point there was this one area that had a certain name, and that came back from the war. That was the Confessional Wars of 30-year war. There was 16. basically it's just the Catholics against the Protestants, trying to wipe out each other. And that only came because of the translation of the Bible, because people were saying, no, we don't want to do it that way anymore. The Catholics are just, they're interpreting the Bible wrong. They're telling us to do this, to do that, not to do this. And basically it was about money, The church really grabbed a lot of money from the poor people and tell them, oh, if you don't, you go to hell, right? And Martin Luther said, well, that's not right. That's not what the Bible says. There's nothing that, tells us that you could buy, what do you say that? What do you say? Your freedom, your peace,
right.
when you, I get my da-da-da when I go to heaven.
That's your Blockbuster.
Yeah. Anyway, it was funny, Blockbuster going to church and saying, I'm gonna give you a little
popcorn,
tiny, a little bit of popcorn, a little bit of potato chips with your video, and that's the way we make some money.
Yeah. Yeah, like this. I can go next door.
Exactly.
And get it.
I get it cheaper and get more entertainment. That's what guys do, They have a video night out and they watch a couple of cool videos and they, oh, that was cool, and I grab one of those movies too. I'm like, okay. Let's have something. Or heck with it. I think there's a lot of couples who watch them to pep up their, what?
Right.
They love life, whatever.
Caligula. What is Caligula right there?
Caligula, that's...
I know what Caligula is, but I'm saying...
Okay, you know who it was, right?
Yes.
That's a sexy club.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
Strip club, sex shop. It's a boring one, though.
Okay.
Used to be called...
Sexy Land.
Yeah, it's still... I thought they renamed it, but it's still called Big Sexy Land.
Hotel President.
Hotel President. Used to know a girl who worked there. Once applied for a job there too. This is the Phillips building. Yeah, we came by here yesterday.
Okay, yeah. The
124.5 degrees.
0.5. Don't forget the 0.5.
Absolutely. Used to be a cinema. That closed down real soon, and after that was disco. I went there for years. I would party all weekend from Friday night all the way to, and it never closed during the weekend. You could go there at 10 a.m. and there would still be, jamming and stuff going on. I was there.
There's a lot of casinos.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Drinking her morning. Okay, no, that's not beer. It's not already. Bruno's. Okay.
Oh, it's a guest room.
Yeah, only this. Okay.
that's the case. So yeah, right around this area is where gay community is at. Tracks we're at, so we're going to cross those bridges right there. So this also used to be railroad area. That was, vacant for the longest time. There's nothing there, so now they're getting that developed. There's a park on the other side. There's one half of it. It was just a huge railroad area that wasn't used anymore. This is all railroad tracks, But you see half of the bridges are not being used anymore.
Right.
There's been a train on that one when it's 50 years. They had that in New York too. They have some of that overground things, and they didn't use it anymore, so they put a park on that on the top. Haven't been there yet.